Epstein. Couple more things in the controlling nanny state that is the UK, the beacon of anti-freedom and anti-democracy. MPs are now calling for a ban on hands-free phones in cars. So even hands-free. Apparently drivers in England and Wales should be banned from using hands-free mobile phones whilst behind the wheel, according to a cross-party group of MPs. The Commons Transport Select Committee says researchers found that using hands-free devices creates the same risks of collision as using a handheld phone when driving, a practice that has been illegal in the UK since 2003. So, my thing, if the hands-free mic is built into the car,
yeah,
I press a button on my steering wheel, I say call whoever, if it's you it's Graham.
Call Graham.
And the call goes through and I talk. I'm driving and I'm talking. So if the problem's talking and driving,
yeah,
what about all the people you see that are turning away, chatting to the person next to them in the passenger seat? Is that dangerous as well? When your kid's in the back driving you absolutely crazy because he wants the music changed or everything like that, is that the same thing? Do we have to have a ban on speaking in the car? Because they want to ban smoking, vaping, hands-free phones, eating, drinking, all banned. Although I pulled up at the lights yesterday on my way ironically, to a vape shop, and just had a big old toot on the vape there and blew it off to the left so it filled up that side of the car. Turned to my right and there was a police car there with him just shaking his head at me. All I could do was smile. I didn't know what else to do.
Why was he shaking his head though? It's not illegal, is it?
Disappointed. Yes, they want to bring it in where vaping in cars is illegal because, to be fair, if you don't have your windows open properly and everything else, you can't see.
Yeah, that you could argue that that's a danger because you're gonna because if you're doing that, you can't see your side mirror and you're not going to see any bikers that are coming up, are you? Which is
straight over them. Bikers, children.
Left turn without signalling, which so many people do.
Mate, I bought a BMW and I was amazed till it actually had a fucking indicator stalk. Yeah, I didn't know they came with those as standard.
I see. I know the data that they're using for this. It was people in simulations, and they're saying that holding a phone to your ear is just as dangerous, is just as distracting as a hands-free. And to me, I'm thinking, what kind of simulations were you running here? Is this one of them where you get a poll that says a certain thing, but then you look at the way the question was asked, and you're like, wait, what? No. You know, should Britain crash out with the EU? Crash out the EU, damaging the economy, and people are like, well, no, I don't want to damage the economy. And then they go, nobody wants to leave on WTO terms.
Leading questions are always the best ones.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking, is this data? Because to me, just basic common sense tells me that, you know, that holding a phone to your ear, having one arm gone, there's no way that can be less safe than having that. And again, like you said, you know, how does that compare to someone just talking to you or a kid or anything? I mean, why are our parliamentarians even fucking
taking the worst thing
time to do this?
Our roads are some of the safest in the world.
That's the thing, mate. You go to another country. Just try and cross the road.
Go to India.
Go to fucking India. That's amazing.
Or Rome.
You know that they tell you in India, they say it's chaos, right? But they say it's not like here where you start crossing and then you sort of speed up to be polite. You know, when you're just crossing the road and someone's coming, you're like, oh, mate, and you just do that little trot. That'll get you killed in India because the idea in India and tourists die because of exactly that. Because the plan in India is that you walk at a consistent speed, and as they're coming up to you, they work out on the fly based on how you're walking whether to go in front or behind you. So if you suddenly change speed, you're increasing the chances of being king. But as an English man crossing the road with several children in tow, it was one of the scariest things of my life. Come on, kids! Come on!
Why did you have several children in tow in India?
I just collected them during my travels, man.
Fair enough.
I used to tell them exciting stories.
Oh, I bet you did. Did you show them exciting puppies as well? Offer them exciting sweeties, you dirty bastard.
We did go in the pool though. It was very nice.
Would you like to have a look in the back of my van, kids? Yeah. Well, I remember, I think it was Jeremy Clarkson, he interviewed an Indian driver and he said, you go in there, your car's old, it's not safe, you don't wear a seatbelt, you drive like lunatics. What's that? He says, well, if it's my time to die, it's my time to die. He said, well, yeah, but what about the family you hit? Yeah. Well, if it's their time to die...
That's kind of the thing, to be honest. It is. I mean, it's going to be going out the window now because obviously India's getting a phenomenal middle class, growing at an amazing rate, and with wealth, relative global wealth. I'm talking here in the sense that I as poor as I am, I'm very much in the 1% globally. As they get that, more and more of them, life just has more value, doesn't it?
Well, you'd hope so.
Maybe it'll improve, maybe not.